Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Look who we have back from the sunny beaches of the south. It's Hunter.
What's going on, everybody? Happy to be back. It's not as warm up here as it is down there,
it is not.
And not nearly as sunny, but it is still really nice to be back. Be back in a routine, be back to doing stuff. I miss down south though. It was so nice down
It was
there.
a shock to the
bet.
system when you finally got there and got
It
out of
was.
the car and realized how warm it was.
And because we didn't fly, we drove. So slowly and slowly the
Oh.
temperature got colder and colder as we went further. And eventually, like around Illinois, we started seeing snow on the ground. And then you kept going further north and the snow got deeper. And then you finally made it up to Duluth. And I'm like, it's 25 degrees outside right now. Which when I left, that was a beautiful temperature.
And it feels beautiful to us who have been here for the
Yeah.
last week experiencing
Right.
the very cold that you missed out on.
Yes! Oh my
Holy cow.
gosh.
But while you're driving down, it was apparently, 24 hours one way to Florida?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And so along the way, you got to see some gas stations, I expect.
Oh my gosh, it was the coolest thing. The whole, if you haven't done like a huge long road trip, I definitely recommend doing it. Of course, me and Kayla going down, and Buc-ee's, which is my new favorite gas station. I've never been.
It's like the quick trip of the South.
It is. It's the best thing ever. It's first off, it's like a zoo in there. There's just a ton of people in this gas station. Maybe like 80 pumps of gasoline out there. Absolutely huge.
What state was this in?
This the first one was in Kentucky.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we did a couple in Tennessee, and there was one down in Florida as well.
Oh, so you made a lot of Buc-ee's trips.
Yeah, we went 3 times. It was the best.
The trip wasn't around the cruise, it was around the Buc-ee stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could have just happy going there. I bought the beaver doll too. There was
Nice.
Buc-ee Beaver. That's
Oh.
really cool. And if you ever have to go to the bathroom on a road trip,
Yeah.
that's the place to go.
Nice bathrooms?
It's like every single stall is like your own Airbnb.
Oh,
It's
wow.
huge
Airbnb.
in there and so secluded. It's the best thing
And
ever.
free?
And free. It's like, how am I not paying for this? It was the best thing. And there's probably 40 bathroom stalls and 40,
Wow.
it was the best thing ever. So
Do they leave a little list of things you have to do when you check out the stall?
I felt
Clean
like I
up
had to leave a
after
tip.
yourself.
Yeah, I leave a $10 bill. I don't know where to put that, but that was the best experience.
Nice.
Oh, cool. And speaking of driving, you of course went to the Daytona 500. So how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was, and we're not huge NASCAR fans. We were
Sure.
kind of NASCAR fans back when I was younger. I loved Dale Earnhardt Jr. He was one of my favorites. My girlfriend Kayla there has a Dale Earnhardt Sr. hat.
Cool.
And it was, what people told me beforehand is you're not going to believe how big it is, and you're not going to believe how fast they go. And if you are even kind of a NASCAR fan, you should go to a NASCAR race because it was just the coolest thing ever. It's a 2.5-mile track, and it's
Jeez.
unbelievable how fast they go around that track.
Is it shaking your seats when they're
Yes,
going by?
yes,
Wow.
you feel it in your chest. And so we had earplugs. You need earplugs if you're going to this. We did 1 lap without earplugs, and our ears were hurting at the end of that. Just 1 lap
Wow,
without
es-
earplugs.
Especially from the rock star, too. you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
no kidding. You
I
think your
had
ears
cymbals-
would have adjusted by now, but no.
Right?
Okay.
I got cymbals crashing in my ear every single weekend, but no, that NASCAR, it was pretty wild, and I think it was 200 laps or something like
so.
that, and it went by super fast. There was a rain delay at first, so it took a while to get in. It took a
Yeah.
while to get into our seats, but we finally made it in, and it was just the coolest thing. If you are even a little bit of a NASCAR fan, you should check out one of those tracks at some point.
Very cool. So when you say it went around so fast a track, like how quick are you estimating? Like, I don't know. I don't want to put you on the
Seconds.
spot, but
It's,
really?
it's definitely
That's
like
crazy.
it's 2.5 miles. If I were to throw out a number, maybe 20 seconds.
That's
Sure.
wild.
Which is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
The top speed of the fastest car was almost 200 miles per hour
Oh.
going around the track.
That's so scary.
So that person got extra points because he had the fastest speed.
Oh, really?
And then there was a couple wrecks. I don't know if anybody watched the race. There was one car that like flew up in the air and like did a flip. And we didn't get to see it because it was on the other side of the
Yeah.
track. We just saw a bunch of dust and sparks and everything like that.
Oh, boy.
But looking at the replay, he was fine, but it looked very, very bad.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I've seen people on I-35 drive at 200 miles per
No
hour.
kidding.
slow it down, buddy.
Hey, after you got down there to Florida, you finally got to do what you were set out to do after the Daytona 500. You got to
Yes.
go on a Carnival cruise ship. And
was-
apparently, I think you won an award or something while you were on there.
Yeah, we did.
An
There was
award.
karaoke on board. By the way, this
Oh,
first
what a
picture
surprise.
is us eating ice cream on the jogging track. That was the
Jeez.
only time the jogging track got use out of us. We're eating ice cream on there. There's the award. So I won the karaoke contest, and then of course every single day they would clean your room. Everyone was so nice. All the workers were so kind, and everything was cleaner than you can even imagine. There's 5,000 people on the ship,
Wow.
Yeah.
and they just keep it immensely clean. It's beautiful.
So what song did you sing for karaoke?
So I
True.
did 2 nights in a row. I did Billy Joel, New York State of Mind. then the second day I did Otis Redding, a Try a Little Tenderness.
Wow.
And it was wonderful. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's 9 other contestants, and just had an absolute blast. And I won a bottle of champagne and that little trophy too. So
Nice. The average Joe is joining the crew is like, yeah, you should get up there and sing. And then Hunter gets up there, and they're like, maybe I'll take my name out.
No, there were a lot of good contestants actually.
Good.
Yeah, everyone did really, really well. So it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you did something I've always wanted to do: swim with the dolphins. You look so happy in this picture that you sent. It was so cute.
It was
look
so.
at you.
Look at that big hug from a dolphin, and then they kissed us too, and then they did the trick where they jumped in the air and did a bunch of flips, and it was just so sweet. You can see the dolphins smiling down there at the bottom. It was just the cutest thing ever. They're so intelligent. I had no idea how smart they were. So we got to touch them, and they're like all muscle. I didn't realize that.
Dang.
It's a really weird
slippery,
feeling.
slimy, or
very slimy, very firm. And it's such a weird feeling.
Slippery.
I've never felt a fish
Slippery
like that. It was so strange, but it was the coolest thing. And then he gave me 2 kisses on the mouth.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
adorable.
It was so
In front of your girlfriend?
Yeah, I know, right? She got a little jealous.
Hey.
But, we worked it all out. We had a little fight later on, but we
You
made
had
it work.
24 hours on the way back home to figure it out.
Exactly, yeah. Luckily, a lot of time together.
Hunter, too, one of the comments when you were away, somebody commented, Steve, he had a question for you who asked, how is it that you're afraid to fly, Hunter, but not being on the ocean? Just curious.
That's a very fair question. I've always said I don't like above ground. I don't like below ground. I like the surface. So if I'm on the water, if I'm on the land, I'm okay with that. If I'm below the surface of the ocean, I don't like that. If I'm up in the air, I don't like that either.
Have you been on a submarine before?
I haven't.
Under the surface of the ocean?
No. And I never want to go on a submarine either. That sounds terrible.
Scary.
No
But
way.
those cruise ships, they're big. They're like floating
Huge.
buildings. They're insane.
It's bigger than the Titanic, right?
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, glad you're back. Well, hey, coming up, we're hitting the ice with Denfeld Hockey. We'll be right back.
The Blindfold on Northern Life is brought to you by Black Bear Casino Resort.
Welcome back, everybody. The season's now over for girls high school hockey here in Minnesota, and section finals are here this week for the boys teams.
And for this week's Blindfold, Hunter took us to the Essentia Heritage Center, where we got to play in a barn burner with a few players from the Denfeld boys hockey team.
So what do we think? What do we think we're doing?
I thought we were Zamboniing.
Ryan?
I think that we're attending an open house.
Really?
Getting ready to sell
All
a house.
houses are open if the door's open.
I think we're gonna become realtors for the day.
Ooh!
Oh.
I hear ice. Right here.
You can't hear ice unless they're making it.
Oh no.
I hear honk.
Are you both ready?
Here's ice. Yes, I think I'm
I
ready.
think so, yeah.
I think you can take it off. You guys probably know. You know where we are, maybe. We're at the Heritage Center. We're going to have members of the Denfeld High School hockey team teach us how to shoot and work with pucks.
Oh, fun!
What do you guys think?
Guys.
What's up, guys?
This is
How's it
gonna be
going?
fun.
I've shot a puck once before, but that was like at the Eveleth Hockey Hall of Fame. Brake's got those on fast. I gotta go over the boards, no?
You're going over?
No. Just like riding a bike, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Well, where do we start with the basics?
Probably just start with the puck on the heel of the stick, and then rotate the wrist through.
Okay.
It's kind of the easiest way. It's just
You don't really want the puck like in the middle of your...
kind of just start on the heel, and then it'll spin, and then.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad he's wearing his full pads. Not that I think I'm going to be able to hit it that hard, but I...
Oh! Try to go top shelf.
Nice save, nice save.
Mama hides the Finmans.
Imagine trying to do this with like people skating at you at top speed.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is how you do it. feel like one of those little kids who plays in between like the bulldog games. Chippers? Yeah, the little chippers.
I gotta get low.
Hunter joins the hunters.
Aim's not the best.
Here we go. I'll warn you, I'm a bit of a punk hog.
He's not gonna know what's coming. Like a slow moving train. Oh, it's a tough place to be there, Hunter. Oh, it's an open net. Ow! Briggs, I got you.
Okay, Ryan. Here we go.
I got you, Briggs. Watch out. Over here! Over here! That's what he with the. Oh, then I gotta get up.
It seems impossible to me to score a goal. How do you practice for him? How do you get past him? That's insane. What are the methods that you use?
They don't. Oh man, they got to make that goal bigger. You gotta widen that net for us.
Please.
Got a soccer net.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on.
I love the confidence of the goalie too at the end there. He's like, oh, they don't score on me.
They don't score. He let us score a couple times.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
There's a lot of fanning, as they say in hockey too. A lot of fanning on the puck. I was not so good at those one-timers.
Strike one, strike
Yeah.
two. Oh my gosh, it's so
It's
fun.
tough lighting up that lamp there at the Essentia Heritage Center. But hey, big thanks to those guys. It was a lot of fun playing. Especially, we knew we were playing hockey with there's that certain smell when you enter the arena.
Yes.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. Got to give it to those hockey players out there. As a basketball player growing up, watching people who are able to do that tough sport on skates is super impressive. But also what's super impressive are the folks you saw in Hayward, Wisconsin this past weekend. We want to give a big thanks to everybody who stopped by, said hi to us on Friday when we were live from the Berkey in downtown Hayward, Wisconsin. Such a great city. A great day of live coverage with our team, and what an awesome experience, too. That was actually my first Berkey I got to be a part of, and such a cool scene and experience all across Main Street there in town.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is watching the skiers. We were positioned perfectly where you could see the skiers going up the Berkey Bridge to cross Highway 63 there. But I love watching them go down the Berkey Bridge on the other side and how excited everybody is. And especially, I saw some of the video of the top racers from the full Berkey race on Saturday, like cruising down that. They get going when they come down that Berkey Bridge.
And
it's so cool.
I've seen all the people, too, that are lined up on the street with their cowbells, rooting them on. That's a really cool scene.
It's rowdy in Hayward.
It gets rowdy.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, it does.
Yeah, but a big thanks to everybody that stopped by. There was one little girl who said my name mid-broadcast, behind me. I was like, who is that? And so I was like, hey, how you doing? And we kept trying to say Berkey weekend, but it almost came out as birthday weekend a couple of times.
Ryan kept saying happy birthday week or birthday. He was saying
Berkey
birthday, but I
weekend.
kept thinking he was saying birthday. But it was so funny because one woman you said that to, it was actually her birthday the next day. And she was like, how did you know?
It's like,
Worked
we
out.
didn't? We didn't. So big thanks to everybody who stopped by. It was a great weekend in Hayward. Well, hey guys, guess what? I wasn't doing the Berkey, but you saw me all doing my first downhill skiing experience here on Northern Life.
Yeah.
Well, actually, back on Sunday, I decided to tackle downhill skiing again.
Oh, really?
So I actually tackled the big hill at Spirit Mountain.
Good job, Ryan.
Here's how my experience went. So I went on the bunny hill, as I did in the story, and then I started going on the big hill with my girlfriend, and she's a much more experienced skier than I am. So I probably fell about 4 or 5 times, even right underneath the ski lift, so everybody could see me. And then I think on the next time I fell, I just wanted to give up and walk all the way down. I was like, this isn't for me. It's quite terrifying getting on that big hill. I didn't get on the big hill for the story at Spirit Mountain we did, but I got on the big hill twice over the weekend, and it's scary looking down.
It is. Your first time going down that big hill, seeing the whole city of Duluth, and it's like, this could get real dangerous real quick, but it's fine. And also, like you said, I totally forgot that the ski lifts are right over here. Everybody's watching you as you fall.
And so, I was fine, bailing out. I bailed out on my side, and that really hurt my legs. But but there was a young kid. He was 8. And my girlfriend was saying, fall on your butt if something bad's going to happen to slow down. Yeah. And there was this kid who was 8, and he couldn't stop, and he was trying to sit down, but he kept going faster down the hill. So I hope he's okay. Yeah. But
he's still skiing today.
He's still skiing.
He made it down to Lake Superior.
He made it to the bay. Yeah, he was going fast, but I tackled it. So I'm excited to go again.
Are you going to go? So you stayed just on the greens then this time?
Which are apparently the easiest.
Yeah.
Okay. She made sure I wasn't going on the double black diamonds or anything.
Good.
But it was next time.
Next time. Yep, that's next time for sure.
Well, if you have a fish house on one of Minnesota's frozen lakes, the deadline to remove those shelters is fast approaching, coming up on March 3rd already. Sadly, someone's car has been stuck in a lake, and it's still there nearly a month later. It's been going viral on social media. And the front half of the 2008 Buick Lucerne fell into White Bear Lake, and the back of the car is encased in ice now. The driver did get out okay, so that's good. But this happened in late January, and the sedan hasn't moved since. So
there's a tent over the thing.
Told authorities that he wants to get the car out of the lake, but if he doesn't do it soon, he could face some fines. So
get your car out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hey, when we see you again tomorrow here on Northern Life, it's a first for our weekly Does It Work. Rachel Hagbarth is usually the one who watches somebody try out a product. But tomorrow, Rachel is going to be doing it all by herself. She's going to be testing a personal heating device perfect for your feet when you're at work. So we get to see actual Rachel try this product out and actually see for herself, with her own journalistic abilities, whether it actually works.
She picked a good product to try. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but a foot warmer sounds pretty nice, I will say.
I feel like a lot of people in news, since you don't see their feet all that much, sometimes we got boots on in case it's a little too cold in the studio.
Hope she gets a pedicure before seconds.
Hey, before we go, have you ever had such a good meal that you overate and you felt sick?
Every day.
Every day. Probably on the cruise, too.
Yes.
Hey, that's what happened to a Nebraska possum recently when it ate an entire chocolate cake.
Buddy.
Its ensuing sickness and immobility became a viral caught-on-camera moment that made the animal an internet star and earned it the name Cake Bandit. And as the Cake Bandit continues her recovery, they say she is a little cranky about the new zero chocolate policy.
She looks so sad there on the couch, like, I'm so full.
The cake is bigger than her, so it's impressive that she got it down. Wow. But enjoy your desserts out there today, everybody. And thanks for joining us. We love you.
Yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.